I hear you're good, so yes.
Mr. Chairman, ECMBA, and your working committee, the Secretary of MBA just entered, distinguished senior advocates, distinguished colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Sebastian Anye. I am a member of MBA Agwata branch in Anambra State. Although biologically I'm from Cross River State, NYC sent me to Anambra State. While there, I have served the branch in various capacities as chairman of the branch, secretary of the branch, and other offices. As chairman of the branch, within 2 years of my administration, I built a story building bar center, completed it and handed over to the branch. I also built other income generating structures for the branch. Now, what will I do when I'm elected as a chairman, as first vice president of MBA? My role is, first of all, chief advisor to Mr. President. Because ours is a beautiful profession, a profession that is respected all over the country. Every common man believes that having a lawyer is having a solution, and so we have a responsibility. First of all, I will advise Mr. Chairman, Mr. President, that our jobs that are taken away by foreign lawyers, we must stop foreign lawyers from taking our jobs by building continual legal education for our members, strong legal education to ensure that our members are equipped in modern realities of our economic policies, especially legal policies like IA. If we don't train our lawyers well to take the job for the white men, for the foreign lawyers, we will be left empty-handed. And so we retrain ourselves and make sure that our jobs are not taken by foreign lawyers. I will also invite Mr. President that will call for a town hall meeting where stakeholders in MBA and the judges will sit in one hall and discuss our problems. How comes now people say go to court when you are annoyed? In civilized clients, you hear from a lawyer, you know there's such trouble. How come people sit in their comfort and say go to court? What is the problem? What is wrong? We will sit for a town hall meeting and discuss our problem and make sure that our problems are solved, and so that people will return the respect they have for us. As it is, we'll make sure that we build on pro bono offices. We increase pro bono. We try to see how we can leverage on it to help the less privileged. Because when you cannot help Nigerians who are less privileged, who have no access to justice, it therefore means that you have lost your responsibility as a man who is respected. What do? We will make sure that Mr. President elevate that office of pro bono to help indigenous people, to also help our colleagues who have problems, to see that they move. I will also insist that Mr. President have liaison officers in each of the branches of MBA. And by so doing, we will appoint young lawyers who will be liaison officers for Mr. President.
Time up. Time up. Thank you. Mr. Akwekwodo, please go next.
My name is Bartholomew Agwebodo. I'm a member of the MBA Ikeja branch, the immediate past chairman of the MBA Ikeja branch. I will not bore this august gathering with what I have done. Rather, I will concentrate on what I will do when elected as the first vice president of the MBA. Telling this house what I will do when I become what I did when I was the chairman of the MBA is misappropriating proprieties, because I am not the chief executive going by the MBA constitution. When I was the branch chairman, I was the alter ego. But when elected as the first vice president, I have to come to the reality that there is a president I must have to work under. The Constitution made it clear that the president assigns regions or branches for the first vice president to oversee. When that duty is assigned, I have a four-pronged programs to pursue within the region assigned me. The first one is, it doesn't only pertain to young lawyers, but both young lawyers and older lawyers. Lawyers complain of abject poverty within the profession, the rank and file of the profession, all through. It is one thing to have the knowledge. It is another thing to convert the knowledge to a money-making machine. And that I would encourage through mentorship and running intercooperating programs among the branches assigned to me, so that young lawyers could put the skills they have acquired into use. Particularly, the billing system we are not taught in school and client management. The second leg of it will be the issue of police harassment or harassment by security operatives. The National Committee is doing a wonderful work, but there is still a lot of work to be done at the branch level. To avoid a situation when the national body is overflowed, I will have a rapid response squad committee within the branches assigned to me, so that we will be able to interface with the executive committees of the branches to enable us tackle the menace of security harassment. Then coming home with the third one, I have always maintained, even as the branch chairman, that MBA is a brand. And the issue of some branches not being viable is supposed to be a thing of the past. How do I intend to achieve that? The branches assigned to me, I will have to interface with the executive committees in such a way that they will be able to actually generate funds to sustain themselves. I urge this August gathering to vote for me, Bartolome Agwebodo, as the first vice president.
Time up.
Thank you.
Thank you. Please go next, Mr. Awezo.
Good afternoon, everybody. Permit me stand on the decision protocol. My name is Dr. Promise Iwezo. I'm a fellow Chartered Institute of Management Consultant. I have served the bar in various capacities. I've been a chairman of a bar, a secretary. On the regional level, I have served the EBF as a treasurer. I have that wealth of experience for the office of the first vice president. When we talk about the office of the first vice president, what does it entail? The function is contained in the constitution of MBA. And who is the bar? The bar is the president we are talking about. To represent the president on where he is not present, to assist him in discharging his duty where need be, to do that which he's supposed to do when he's not there. That is the office of the first vice president. We have 3 regions. Any region assigned to me, I will collaborate with all the bar chairmen there, and I have a group. Both the vice chairman of that zone, which I established a WhatsApp group where we will interact and find out the activities that is going on. I don't need the president. Once I have an information from that zone, I will quickly represent the president, because whatever I do in line with the Constitution, the president owns it. I do it good, which I know I will work in line with the Constitution of MBA. To represent the president when he's not there, his duties are enshrined in the Constitution. I will do that requires the president to do. If you ask me on the human rights, there are many lawyers are embarrassed today, beating on the street, which I just need to be there at time, and I need that zone, the chairman and the vice chairman, to give me an information. Anything I do within that area, that zone assigned to me, that is the job of the president to which I'm doing. And I know I will not go outside the Constitution, which marks the function and duty of the president. I will do those things to make sure we have a better bar. It's time we have to talk about a better bar. It's time we talk about a bar that everybody will be proud of. And that's why I'm here, gentlemen. I ask for your vote. I have done it. On the welfare of the members of my zone, I did it when I was the chairman. I was able, the welfare of my branch, the welfare of my branch, you pay 100% of your welfare, 80% return back to you as a welfare package for retirement. And it's still holding on up to today. I will do more if given the opportunity for the office of the first vice president of the MBA. Thank you, and God bless us.
Thank you very much. This is a question that has come in from your colleagues, and you've all alluded to the functions of the office of the first vice president. The first vice president effectively deputizes the president when he's away. What support, ideas, and what strength of character? Gentlemen, we're talking specifics. What support, ideas, and strength of character will you offer your president in that deputy role? Please go first, Doctor.
The functions of the president is already there. The character, we are talking about integrity. Whatever we do, as the first vice president, we are talking about that is what the president does. That is the duty of the president. So we must protect and project the president, his office, with a very good character. So anything we do in your zone, on the street, in the branch, you are representing the president. So we are able to defend the president with a good character because I have integrity for that. I have done it, and I will continue to do that. The president will not be everywhere. The president might be away. We should be able to represent the president whenever it's not even available within the town or within the country. So I should go there to represent the president because I'm speaking for the bar when the president is not there. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please go next.
I will categorize my response in two broad ways. The first one is, what advice will I give to the president as his vice? The bar we met when we came in was a fearless bar, a bar that stands to power and speaks truth to power. I will be my president to ensure that MBA returns as the voice of the voiceless and the face of the faceless, by actually running through those complaints that even our own members raise, that what do MBA do for us? That I will proffer advice to my president. On the second leg, on what will I do in the absence of the president? The office of the president is one that requires capacity. It is one that requires integrity. It is one that requires character. It is one that requires presence. And I think from my antecedent, I am not only due.
Time up. Thank you.
Yes, for me, MBA is the arm of government that is recognized by the Constitution. It's so respected by the whole Nigerians. And so whoever becomes the president of Nigeria must be a person with character. And whoever is vying for vice president must be a person with good character. Because if you don't have character, you cannot support Mr. President. Now, go back to our antecedent. We have been chairman in various branches. What do you leave behind? What do people say about you? How do they recognize you? How do they regard you? It is how they value you, what you have presented, who you are, that can advise Mr. President to do the right thing, and Mr. President will hear you. I think that as it is, Office of Vice President, like I said, Chief Advisor, you must first of all have what it takes before you can advise. And I assure you that for me to come from Kosovo to be in Anambra and be elected as chairman and chairman, show the character I have, you show the competence I have, show the credibility I have, show the type of person I have, that I can advise Mr. President to do the right thing, and he will do. That's what I think we should do.
Thank you very much. Gentlemen, please take a bow, shake hands, and exit the stage. Thank you. Candidates for the office of First Vice President. We have 3 more candidates. Can we get them up stage if they're in the room? Okay, we have 2 of them in the room and 1 online. Technical team, have we identified the candidates online? Candidates for the office of First Vice President. Have we identified the 3rd candidate online? Have we identified the 3rd candidate online? If you can hear us, please wave your hand so that we can identify you online and bring you up to speak. Yes? Thank you. Gentlemen, you have 3 minutes each. I'll start with you, Mr. Reginald Uguadu. Pardon me if I murdered your name. Please feel free to introduce yourself and speak to us for 3 minutes.
Yeah, good afternoon, gentlemen. My name is Reginald Uguado. I am a member of Port Harcourt branch, and I bring you greetings from the Garden City. I am one person that is privileged to tell you that I've been in Ikeja branch. I had 5 active years in Ikeja. I made my mark there. Returning back to Port Harcourt, I've been very active in the practice in Port Harcourt. I've been in the branch executive, I've been in NEC. Now, concerning the office of First Vice President, we know that under Section 9, subsection 5B, 1 to I to IV, the duties of the First Vice President is clearly spelled out. Now, basically, what the Vice President is required to do is to make sure that he holds the hands of the President high, making sure that the President steers the ship of state to that destination we all desire. Now, as lawyers, what do we want? We want an MBA that works for everybody. Now, we know that as First Vice President, under the direction of the President, branches will be assigned to me. Now, the branches assigned to me, it will be my responsibility in collaboration and cooperation of the leadership of the branches to make sure that the 5-point agendas which I have set out are achieved. Now, the first one is knowledge sharing. Now, knowledge sharing is very important. It cuts across all demographics. Now, for me, I've gone to Lagos branch, I've seen their model of knowledge sharing. That is one thing I would like us to bring down to the various branches that will be under my supervision. Now, using their model, it will be a situation where our branches that are not doing very well when it comes to knowledge sharing, I can impart that with their leadership, share ideas with them. Now, we have the welfare of our lawyers. Now, when we talk about welfare, it's not just the young lawyers. We are talking about our elderly lawyers. Now, the elderly ones, all of a sudden, we see them no more. Now, using the model, which I still saw in Lagos branch, they have what they call the Elders' Night. The Elders' Night is an occasion for these our elderly lawyers to come and have that conviviality with other members and also share the traditions of the bar. In such events, we get to listen to the elderly ones. Tell us how it was before. What was it that made the MBA thick? In those days...
Time up. Time up. Thank you very much. Please, let's give him a round of applause. Can we keep the noise down? Please, can we keep the noise down? It's too noisy. Please, can we keep the noise down? Three minutes. Please go ahead.
Gentlemen, let me observe all protocols. My name is Williams Sosi-Prié. I'm a member of NBA Port Harcourt branch. I'm here to seek your support for the position of the First Vice President. And why do I want that position? I want that position because I want a bolder bar. I want that position because I want a better bar. I want that position because I want a bigger bar. Gentlemen, there are so many hanging fruits in our laws. Those hanging fruits, if we apply them, if we harvest them, many of our colleagues will not be unemployed today. Section 66, subsection 3 of the Nigerian Police Establishment Act provides that no fewer than one lawyer shall be employed in every police station in Nigeria to monitor human rights activities. In the case of Obiojako against Obiojako, 17 Nigerian Weekly Law Report, part 1875, the court ruled that it is only the office of the Attorney General or anyone issued a fiat that can prosecute a matter in the magistrate court or any court in Nigeria. Gentlemen, If you vote for me as the first vice president, in synergy with the president, we will ensure that these laws are brought to bear on our colleagues. We will ensure that these laws are applied, these laws are enforced. And when we enforce these laws, most of our young lawyers will not suffer what they are suffering today. Gentlemen, in synergy with the president, I'm looking forward that as we come to power come August 2024, we'll bring pressure to bear on the government to ensure that these laws are enforced so that our colleagues will be employed, so that the issue of unemployment of young lawyers and even older lawyers will be abated. I have an 8-point agenda, but gentlemen, I will just take 3 of them. I've taken 1. The issue of e-filing. Gentlemen, where are we still suffering from e-filing? In Rivers State, where I come from, we file our processing from our bedrooms. We file our processing from our offices. Why can't we apply same to all the courts in Nigeria? Gentlemen, in cooperation with the President and ESCO and NEC, we will ensure and pressurize the Nigerian judiciary to switch to e-filing. In any case where we cannot enforce e-filing, there will be an alternative route of physical filing. Gentlemen, I tell you, I'm talking from experience, as someone who came from Rivers State, as someone who came from Port Harcourt branch. We don't file cases manually. We stay in our offices and file cases. You can even file your case in Russia. You can even file your case if you are in Ukraine. You don't need to go and file physical cases.
Time up. The noise is too much. You're making our candidates shout. Please, can we keep the noise down? The candidates are practically shouting so that they can be heard. Please.
Gentlemen, vote me as your first vice president.
Your time is up. I believe that you heard the questions that we put up. Oh, great. I forgot that we had another candidate online. Yes.
Okay.
Please, I've been waiting and I was almost getting desperate.
I'm not sure that we can hear you, but if you can hear us, please go ahead.
Please, my name is Dr. Gerard Aboyi, and I was called to the Nigerian bar on the 9th of June, 1994, at the young age of 22. My take in coming out to contest for the office of the first vice president of the NBA is to enable me bring an intrinsic and utilitarian value to that office. What am I bringing to the table? I'm going to implement. I'll be at the head of implementation of the vision of the president of the bar, because his vision is going to be my mission. But be that as it may, there is no gainsaying the fact that lawyers are poor in several categories. It's not only young lawyers, it is affected both the old and the young. And we are going to come in with good experience, good teachings to assist this noble profession. This is the largest bar in Africa. We should not be suffering the way we are suffering. Affidavits, I am going to support the legislation that will make affidavits strictly for lawyers, for notary publics, except those that have to do with court affairs. It's a good way of boosting lawyers' remuneration. And more also, lawyers too should be involved seriously in tax matters. Tax matters is a place we have not coordinated very, very well. I hold a PhD in law from University of Calabar. I hold 2 master's degrees in law from University of Calabar. That is why I said my value will be intrinsic. We are going to demystify a lot of things. And the office of the first vice president as provided in the Constitution under Section 9, 5B is such that you're not just coming in to be a spare tire to Mr. President. You are coming in with good ideas, good foundation you have gleaned over these years. You are bringing in very beautiful support. In the office of Mr. President, you are the next person at the helm of the affair. It is not the General Secretary. You are going to present over NEC. You are going to do what Mr. President can do. Very, very important that credibility, accountability, integrity is part of your portion and criteria for you to have before coming into that office. These are in abundance with us. We have proven the method. We are the helms of the affairs when we led the formation of MBO Bulafo branch as the 4th branch in Enugu State. Today, Obolafo branch is close to 200 numerically. We have produced judges, we have produced magistrates. Talk of empowering lawyers. We will go and do our fundamental function as provided by the Constitution, but then we have a lot of ideas to share. Thank you. God bless you, CBA.
Thank you very much. Dr. Aboyin, while we still have you, I'll stick with you. I believe you heard the question earlier. When the president is away, what support, ideas, and what strength of character will you offer your president in your role as deputy? Please go first, Dr. Aboyin.
The bottom line is based on loyalty. You must be loyal, absolutely, to Mr. President. But that does not make you immobile. No. Loyalty goes with your ability to furnish Mr. President with good ideas and represent him. You have to be that his form that he is already as Mr. President. Now it is left for you to further project that image responsibly. And that we have done. I was the former chairman of MBA Obolafo, the pioneer chairman, with less than 40 members. But today, Obolafo branch has over 250 members. Obolafo branch has produced judges, has produced magistrates. Talk of empowering lawyers. And in any case, talk of loyalty to Mr. President. I am a team player. I am somebody that you can bank on and say, this is the man that will do what I can do if I am absent. I have the track records to prove that. I was formerly in the Ikeja branch, where we made that branch the egalitarian bar it is answering today. This is me, Dr. Gerald Ugochukwu.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. William Susipe, please go next. Please turn on the blue light. We can't hear you.
Hello? It's on. Gentlemen, the president has a manifesto. In the absence of the president, I will make sure that his programs, which he has aligned, which he promised the Nigerian lawyers, are all fulfilled. That's what I will do in the absence of the president. Gentlemen, for a bigger bar, for a bold bar, for a better bar, vote for William Sosipre as first vice president. God bless you all.
Thank you very much.
Yes, one strength of character I will bring to bear in the absence of the president is it's the issue of contentment. Now, when you have contentment, you are not overtly ambitious. Now, the contentment I'll bring, I'll make sure that the programs of the president are carried out the way it's set down. Now, I'm not going to be that person that will be quarreling with my president. I'll make sure we work together to make sure that whatever we set out to do as an administration is carried out. I am your candidate, your sure bet for the office of first vice president. My name is Reginald Ugwado. Thank you very much.
Thank you, gentlemen. Can we have the 3 candidates in the room come up so that all 5 candidates in the room can take a good photograph before they exit the stage? Yes, no? Are the other 3 candidates still in the room? For the office of first vice president? Do we still have the candidates for the office? Please come up stage. Shake hands, take a bow before you exit the stage. We have 6 candidates for this office. Do we have the 5th person in the room?